Hello, I decided that these videos can get rather dry, and so I thought I'd mix things up a bit by doing an English accent on one. Not the kind of English accent that my husband has, rather the kind that the English folk refer to as posh. The type of person who would say things like, "Have your man bring the car round," and "I say, is that a Renoir in your drawing room?" Sometimes, due to prejudices, people seem to think that English people sound more authoritative, so you can tell me after the video is over whether this one sounds more authoritative. So today we are doing a guided critique of your explanation paragraph. You have written a paragraph of explanation of the rule and you have exchanged it with a classmate. You are now using this video to critique the paragraph. As a reminder, we are in the explanation portion of CREAC, which is the part where you are telling the story of the authority cases relevant to the element that you are CREACing. So first, you're going to check the topic sentence, the first sentence of the paragraph. Does that sentence state a rule? And is that rule a rule relevant to the element that you are CREACing? Is the rule an accurate reflection of the outcome of the case discussed so far as you know? Is the rule too broad or too specific? We're looking here for a Goldilocks kind of rule, something that is in between the two. Does the rule summarize the paragraph? And again, finally, check to make sure that the rule is relevant to the element being discussed. It should show what the authority case adds to or subtracts from the element. Pause now and review for these criteria. After the topic sentence, you should check to see if there is a transition, such as "for example" or "for instance." Pause now and check for transition. After the transition, the paragraph should tell the story of an authority case. Those authority facts should be relevant to the element being CREACed. So far as you know, all of the facts from the case that are relevant to the element should be mentioned. Any detail that a party could use to compare to or distinguish from the authority case should be included. Do you understand what seemed to be happening in that case regarding that element? If you had never read the case, would you understand what was happening in that case? And finally, so far as you know, are the facts of that case accurate? This one is particularly important. Pause now and check for these criteria. Relevance. Make sure the writer has not included anything irrelevant in that paragraph. Everything in the paragraph should be relevant to that element. Outcome. Is the outcome of the case on that particular element stated? Is the outcome correct so far as you know? Again, this is a high point item, and you should ensure that you check the outcome on each element that the authority case discusses. Pause now and check for these criteria. Clarity. Are the sentences easy to read and understand? If so, think about why they are and explain. If not, think about why they are not and explain. CREAC. Did the writer discuss only facts of the authority case in the explanation? In other words, did the writer adhere to CREAC, or did the writer mix up CREAC by including facts from your case? Pause now and check. Citations. Each one of these is worth points. Is there a citation at the end of each sentence, including the topic sentence? Are pinpoint citations included for quotes or information that seems to come from a specific page of a case? All right now, we've hit the end. You can let me know whether you found this more authoritative and entertaining or less. Thank you. See you Wednesday.